The new year is a very interesting time, and it's interesting for many people because they somehow think that the transition from the previous year into the current year suddenly makes them a new person overnight. But the truth is that the calendar year changes, but most times the people or we basically don't change. And so in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can step into a new year without feeling the burnout that most times happens with new year and all of those stuff, you know. I have here a guide to just ensure that I don't speak haphazardly. So how to start the new year without feeling burnout. The first thing you need to understand is that the calendar changed, but you are still a human being who most times had projects you were already working on. You had things you were pursuing and you had goals that you probably hadn't finished from the previous year. Assuming or thinking that you're just suddenly going to be a new person in the new year sets you up for problem. And so how do you fix that? The first thing you need to understand is that new year burnout is not a bad thing. It just proves to you that you were actually doing stuff the previous year. So if you're currently in this new year 2026 and somehow you're still feeling unmotivated, you're still feeling not so sure about what to make of your life this year or the things to focus on, first I want you to understand that the calendar year changed, but you're still you. If you have to rewrite yourself, you need to take intentional decisions to either drop some of the things you were doing the previous year or learn and embrace new tools that are going to make your work relatively easier. Because if you make the mistake of thinking that the new year and the you that is in the new year is suddenly a new person, you're just going to keep overworking yourself and it's going to be like a hamster wheel. So understand that the new you has to be crafted. The new year's new you has to be engineered. And who has to do that? And so how do you engineer the new you for the new year? The first thing you need to do that is that you have to stop relying on motivation. Many people waste time, really valuable time, because they keep waiting for the right time to do something. They keep waiting to feel a particular way. I don't know. Somebody even told me that they need to feel chills on their body before they would feel excited to do something. No, if you have to engineer a new you this year, you have to ensure that you're not relying on motivation. If you're not relying on motivation, you should rely on systems. And that's the second thing you have to do if you want to make this new year really a good one for you. You have to create systems that will ensure that you get things done when you're supposed to do them. You have to have systems for every area of your life. You have to have systems that govern your finances, because lack of finances is one of the main things that causes burnout in people. Most people even burn out in the first place because they are pursuing money. You have to create systems that will teach you how to manage your money. You have to create systems that would teach you how to make more money if at all you're in the position where the money that comes into your hand is not enough to solve the needs and the challenges that you have. And so you have to create systems that will ensure that income that comes into your hand is properly used and properly distributed. You also have to create systems about your health. Most people ignore their health and think that the new year is going to be productive. No. If you have to have a productive and fulfilling year ahead of you, you need to create systems that protect and ensure that your health is stable. Because a sick person cannot make money. A sick person cannot impact the world. A sick person cannot even be there for themselves or their closest person. And so if you really want to enjoy this year and be available for your friends and the rest, you need to create systems that will ensure that you're healthy. For example, you need to watch what you eat. You need to watch what you drink. You have to ensure that your health is properly taken care of, and create systems as well for your relationships, for your spiritual life, and every other domain of your life. One thing you also need to understand is that motivation fades fast. Motivation fades fast, and so relying on motivation to be able to accomplish stuff is not sustainable, because you can be very motivated to do something at 8 a.m. and as you start doing that thing, your motivation suddenly dies, and by 10 a.m. you wonder what has happened to the strong drive which you had just a few hours ago. So in 2026, do stuff, but don't rely on your motivation. Don't feel it before you do it. Create systems that would cause you to do it. A good way to evict New Year's burnout is to start with small sustainable things. One of the things that almost everybody does, if not everybody does in the new year, is that they set New Year's resolutions and goals and plans and just put out things they want to achieve in the current year. While that is good, sometimes it lacks the efficacy to deliver results. New Year's resolutions, goals, and all of those things are beautiful, but if you don't break them down into little bite-sized steps, you're not going to get it. One of the things many people struggle with is consistency. You start up something today and by tomorrow you have disappeared. You're no longer doing that thing. And so how do you bring yourself to stay consistent? By taking small bite-sized steps which you can accomplish and feel good for accomplishing. The human being is wired in such a way that once you don't get results for the things you're pursuing, once results are not being achieved, you feel like you're dying. In as much as that can be a very good thing, it can also be a very bad setup, because it's not all the times that things are going to go well. Sometimes you're just going to face roadblocks and challenges that you had no idea they were coming. Constantly beating up yourself for things like that is a setup, a really, really big setup. If you want to not feel burnout this 2026, systemize everything and break them into very little steps. Take very little steps, and as you accomplish those little steps, slightly increase them. Don't get up one morning and tell yourself you want to lose 100 kilos. It's not going to work. There is nothing you're going to do to lose 100 kilos in a day. But if you tell yourself that you're going to eat 5 grams less of food, which you normally do, you would see that will be doable, and at the end of the day, the results will be magnanimous. In 2026 and beyond, if you don't want to feel burnt out all the time, set energy saving goals. Don't do things that are going to drain your energy. This one is a little bit tricky because by default, some people's jobs are really demanding. Your job takes a lot on your energy, it takes a lot on your time, and it takes a lot on your overall health. And so telling such person to watch their energy can feel a little bit cliche. But I believe that in any position that you find yourself, there are points in that thing you're doing that you can level them as easy points and try to craft your goals or your activities in such a way that you do those things fast. Because another thing that makes you feel burnout is the knowledge or idea that you're stuck. When you think like you're stuck on something, you're not making progress, you're not moving ahead, it can be frustrating. It can be frustrating to be on the same thing for a couple of days. But then also knowing that the reward of achieving this thing that I am on for a couple of days, the feeling that gives is compared to none. Conserve your energy. Don't waste your energy on vain things. Ensure that you're doing the right things and achieving the right results and are taking the right steps to get that achieved. I hope that 2026 or this year becomes a very productive year for you. I really hope that it's a year that you set out to be a really great version of yourself. And I know that that's going to entail a lot. But if there is one thing I can leave with you, is the fact that take care of yourself. Take care of yourself like an individual. Somehow we are wired to take care of other people, especially when you are in position of responsibility. You try to take care of your parents, you try to take care of your siblings, you try to take care of your job, you try to take care of your colleagues. And doing all of that, all of those responsibilities and all of those weights, at some point they get really heavy on us, and it can be destructive. It can cause burnout. It can cause you to be unmotivated, and when ignored for long, it can even cause you to feel like you're losing your mind. And that is not what I wish for you or anybody. And so 2026 and beyond, stay healthy, take care of yourself, create the right systems that will help you get results, and just show up for yourself. Take care of yourself and show up for yourself. Nobody can do that. And once you consistently do this, the results are going to be mind-blowing, and you are even going to be more fulfilled with yourself. So stay tuned, because the next video I'm going to be making is going to be how to enter the new year without anxiety. Entering into the new year for most people comes with a lot of anxiety. So we are going to be looking at how to enter a new year without feeling all of that anxiety and stuff. Subscribe if you've not yet subscribed to the channel. I don't even need to tell you that, but if you want to, good. If you love this video, you can leave a like. If you don't, you can leave a dislike. And as well, let me know what you think in the comment. I'm going to hear your ideas, and yeah, let's have a conversation down there.